Oh boy, it's time now for another episode of Mr. Nailsin Sunday Comics, and continuing on with the first appearance, or rather the second one, I guess. The follow-up to Werewolf by Night 32 is Werewolf by Night 33. Who'd have thunk it? With Moon Knight. So here we are, Werewolf by Night. High above the city, a battle rages. Werebeast, Moon Knight. Werebeast? Wolf. Although he doesn't really look like... Most of the wolfmen and all that never really look like wolves. Later on in some movies they did. But, yeah, maybe Werebeast is more appropriate. Anyway, a supernatural slugfest you dare not miss. So there he is with his shawl. Yes, Jack Russell. The second night was almost dried of darkness and ready to be drenched with dawn. This is the werewolf. I was still a werewolf, but the werewolf was out of it, and the Moon Knight had him. But it seemed the spook on my back wasn't enough. Just before he'd beaten me into a blacked-out pulp, I'd heard sirens shrieking, which meant there were others scrambling to get both of us. All right, you two, hold it. This is the police. Tell your pilot to stop or we'll fire. For the full story of the way the werewolf's captured at the hands of the Relentless Moon Knight, see last issue. Or my last video. Yeah. So anyway, Wolf Beast versus tonight's Wolf Beast. Cover said Werebeast. Moon Knight, but Moon Knight's still Moon Knight. There he is. Clinging on. Well, that's a tough thing to do. You're getting up that... Well, anyway. Copter still rising, and we warned them, open fire. Faster, Frenchie. Lift the bloody chopper fast. A bullet went through his shawl. Mark, I have the controls at maximum speed. The chopper, she will rise no faster. But you have been hit. Oui? My shoulder ain't pumping red for its health, Frenchie. And you know I can't climb the ladder with this ball of fur under my arm. So, just keep this crate moving until you lift us. Out of range. Nothing we can do now, except send out APB. I thought it said ARB. What? To our chopper unit. Yeah, Eddie, looks like they're free as the birds, and we were 2 seconds from nailing them. Sorry we didn't get here just a little sooner. Yeah, but I'm even sorrier Northrop isn't here. Seems his wild goose chase ain't so wild. 'Cause I'm convinced that one of those two jokers was a werewolf. Dun, dun, dun. Gwen Stacy returns. She does. How'd she do that? Oh, the clone. Yeah, Spider-Man learns that the tarantula is a very deadly beast. Another beast. Oh, we'll have to check out Spider-Man for that one. So, yeah, you got Spider-Man, Avengers, Fantastic Four, X-Men, but, yeah, a werewolf. It got you all freaked out. Well, anyway. Looks like we jumped ahead. Convinced that a fellow named Raymond Coker is somewhere on this island, Mr. Stroat. And I'm also convinced that he's an unknown fugitive from justice. Now, I'm sure you have some information about his present whereabouts, but since I'm not here in an official capacity, well, let's just say I'd like to make a friendly contribution to help defray your operating expenses. I appreciate your concern for the modest means in which our backward island of Haiti from Northrop. However, I should like to inform you that this customs office is not run in the manner of one of your Los Angeles police precincts. Therefore, before I have you arrested for bribery, I strongly advise you to remove your money from my desk and your person from my office. Wow, an honest Haitian cop. All right, Stroat, go ahead and play your holier-than-thou game, but you're going to regret it for a number of reasons. For instance, Raymond Coker is a werewolf. You heard me, a werewolf, and the grief he's gonna cause around here will be spelled out in blood. So you just keep your precious integrity, 'cause I'm gonna find Coker on my own, even if I have to pick up a machete and shred every inch of your jungle into coleslaw. So anyway, yes, Jasala, I was a werewolf. I don't know how you knew it, but what you don't know is that I've been cured. I've come to you now about something even more horrifying. An issue. Is it 21? Yeah, it's 21. So this guy was a werewolf too, but he got cured in 21. So Jasala of the 1,000 years has lived with the powers of the voodoo for a long time, Raymond Coker. There is little which may horrify me, but you may tell me your story. It happened 2 days ago, Jasala. You see, while my immediate family is from Jamaica, I have some relatives here in Haiti, in a small village north of Mirebalais, I guess. I don't know. So we continue after next page. Well, we won't bother with the next page. We'll bother with this one. Duranda Papa Duranda. He was my great-grandfather. Maybe since my grandpapa. Jasala. And he died 32 years ago. That is why I've come here to you, to ask for your help. Then the Zimbabwe's have returned to Haiti, Raymond Coker. It is a sad time, and a very dangerous time, but there is only one who may help you against the Zimbabwe's. You mean Moon Knight? No, I don't know who. The night was moving closer to dawn, and the helicopter closer to its destination. Come on, I gotta get back home. I can't be seen in daylight wearing this. When I finally revived and snarled. Much to the Moon Knight's surprise. Oh, shit! No, you stupid idiot! We're 500 feet up! And we were falling. Yeah. Behold the Man in Unknown Worlds of Science Fiction number 5. Wait, we're not going to check that out. But anyway, the werewolf didn't care. He was mad. So mad, probably has rabies, that he'd even forgotten about his broken hand. Lissa, they're so close to the pier. Wait, Tobaz. Maybe they won't hit it. Maybe they'll hit the... So underwater battle at its best with, garbage and stuff. Probably a little too cleaner than it actually is now. Yeah. Anyway, so there they are fighting. Oh, that was easy. Just kicked the werewolf and knocked him out so he can drag him along. Boy, it really takes a lot out of all those werewolf movies, It's kind of easy. Just kick them in the head, Mangy freak. Committee's paying me 10 grand to bring you in alive. 10 grand, that's it? And you almost drowned us both before I even... Oh! He was playing possum. Turns out he's a werepossum. The fight wasn't out of the werewolf yet. I think he skipped ahead again. I don't know. It was time for the payoff, for returning favors, and for doing unto the other until what was done could... That's not the phrase, is it? Well, anyway, could never be undone. The satisfaction was a bright flash, and maybe a lingering sizzle. I don't remember. But the werewolf knew it was all over. Moon Knight was helpless, and the hunted beast was one lunge from trouncing the hunter. With a growl, the beast savored the moment. Arr, arr. Just a little too long, as darkness finally reached dawn, and the second night ended with the werewolf's death. He's still got the little moon disc stuck in it. I don't believe it. Jack Russell was reborn into agony all at once. It's him. I keep forgetting that. I felt everything. I felt the fight. I felt my broken hand. I felt the razored crescent stuck in my bare skin. What the hell? And then I felt the boot. It was silver, of course. I even felt the legacy. Okay, but that don't matter anymore. I was no longer the werewolf. Just the boot would have done it. The Frankenstein monster faces the deadly dwarves of doom. Oh, boy, that sounds like a good one. Oh, well. Anyway, hey, you guys, what are you doing down there? What the? Not the cops. Not now. Because he still hasn't paid his traffic tickets or whatever. Who knows? Oh, it's this bum. You guys can't swim down there, and if you don't believe me, just try. You see the water, all of the water, every drop of that water is polluted. Polluted beyond the safety hazards of swimming for a long time now. It's all the big companies and the big corporations who are big dumping junk in there, and with all them big dumping junk down there, what could us just further do? So he throws his booze into the water. Well, thank the moon for small miracles, but I still can't believe I saw this guy change like that. My darts must be hurting the poor freak. Might as well take him out and clean him off. I can use him later. Hey! Here comes Fritchie. Must have been looking for us all this time. You all right down there, Marquis? Fine, Frenchie. Just lift us over the rainbow. Straight to the pot of gold stuffed with 10 grand. He emerged from a coma briefly, Mrs. Marston, and he mumbled some names. Elaine and Jack. I think it was. Are you Elaine? Yes, Doctor. And Jack's a close friend of his. I see. Well, at least he was coherent then. Why isn't he now? Well, I doped him up. But you still haven't told me if he's going to be all right. For the simple reason that I don't know. Whenever mold, Mr. Cowan inflicted extensive damage to his sacral region, his lower back. Well, I just say that. Severing both the sciatic and femoral nerves. We've done our best, but he still might be paralyzed from the waist down. If he emerges from the coma, are you and Mr. Cowan close friends? My husband died about a year ago, so Buck and I have only been out this one time, skiing, our first date. But yes, he's a very close friend, and I couldn't bear for it to happen again. Uncle Buck's gonna be all right, isn't he, Mommy? Not now, Buttons. We'll talk about it later, honey. Well, I'll leave you alone. Oh, Mrs. Marston. Good afternoon. By the way, if it doesn't work out with Buck, I'm single, by the way, and a doctor, so. Yeah. But I don't understand, Mommy. The monster man didn't kill Uncle Buck. He's just sick. And if he's just sick, he'll get better, like I always do. So why are you crying, Mommy? So anyway, back to the real story. All right, bozos, you've already stalled the whole day in some top-secret meeting, and I ain't waiting any longer. I brought you your pigeon. Now where's my bread?
You brought us an unconscious kid, Mr. Spectre, or should I say, Mr. Moon Knight. You seem to be taking that costume rather seriously, but I was saying we still have no proof that you have delivered a bona fide werewolf. Indeed, we can't even be certain that this young man is Jack Russell.
We wanted a wolf, not a Jack Russell. Anywho, I think I skipped ahead again, but whatever.
You deserve every cent of the stipulated 10,000. Take it with the committee's sincere gratitude.
Yes, take it. Why don't you? You've earned it. You've earned it by capturing my brother and throwing him into a cage, by selling him to filthy men who'll turn him into the murderer he's always feared he could become. The murderer he's always fought to avoid, even when it tore his soul in two. So go ahead and take your dirty blood money. I just hope you're proud of yourself. Oh, gee, when you put it like that.
No, isn't there, Mark? Sure, he's a brother, but he's still just a freak. Just a beast. Why worry about a beast?
Moon Knight took the money and stared at me again. Just a beast, all right. But at least a cleaner and more honest beast than you, slimy slugs. At least he's a beast with guts. A beast who fights only to be free. And that's the kind of fight I support, lard butts. Suddenly he's got a conscience, so he still took the money, though. But anyway, the kick came faster than the committee could gasp. The bar bent. Man thing, jeez, orders death on the installment plan. Okay. And when the werewolf put a mean shoulder to it, it bent some more. And it took a little while, but finally, I squeezed out. In fact, it bent enough for me to slither free. The sea of faces was still disgusting, but not nearly so happy.
Oh, it's loose, and the Moon Knight's turning on us. Oh, we'll have to shoot them. It ain't the only way. But I don't even carry a gun. I'm just a businessman. You guys dragged me into this werewolf deal because you said it would be good for the economy.
We're all businessmen, Hicks. Yeah, you're all going out of business now, especially your 2-ton leader. So I'd advise him to get his lard in gear unless he wants to get kicked from here to Monterey.
The silver one, the one with the pain. He was the one I wanted, but he ducked.
Sorry, Fido, but if there's one thing I've learned, it's more fun fighting with you than against you. Go get 'em, Tiger. I mean Wolf. Holy smokes, almost forgot. The 2 chicks Frenchie nabbed. With all the lead flying around here, they're liable to turn into Swiss G's. Unless... Bingo, girls, now split. And fast.
Huh? But what about Jack? Just get out of here. He can take care of himself.
And no. Oh, and how, whatever.
Come on, Lissa. I don't know what turned that man from a villain to a hero.
Oh, it's your guilt trip that you laid on him. That's what did it.
And he's right. At this point, Jack has a far better chance than we do, especially since my weakened psi power.
Okay.
Can't do a thing about bullets. All right, Topaz. Maybe we can get to the police and have them capture Jack. No, I'm afraid he and the Moon Knight are on their own. Now, come on.
Well, here we are at the end. Fatso hit the floor like rubberized jello, and when the quivering stopped, it was just the 2 of us. It's the werewolf. I growled softly. Now, wait a minute, pal. You and me just fought together. That makes us brothers of the blood where I come from. Where's your sense of camaraderie? Even Frenchie's got some of that. All right, if that's the way you feel about it, I'm going. I may have fought you for 10 grand, but I sure ain't gonna do it for free. And they used to say I was antisocial. I'll send you a bill for the cape, pal. Ciao.
Oh, so that explains why he gets the better cape later, see?
The werewolf tore it up.
I snarled for a few seconds, and then, when nothing in the place moved, I left.
It's been a pleasure doing business with you, pal, even if you are a werewolf. Hope you find whatever it is you're looking for.
Stealthily, the werewolf padded toward the fog, wondering what he'd find in its swirling depths. If they were lucky, Lissa and Topaz, whatever, would be far away. But,
Oh, well, there we go. So that's how Moon Knight got introduced. And see, he kept the money. See, that's where he got his fortune from. 10 grand. Next to St. Buck's Life, Jack, Topaz, and Lissa must enter the hellish house of Bellaric Marcosa. Inside awaits far more than the werewolf. Don't miss this most chilling and horrifying comic story of them all, A Mansion of the Damned. Well, you'll have to check that out on your own. We won't be doing it here. We were just here for Moon Knight. And, oops, oh boy, I gotta get going. So there we go. We'll see what's next on the next episode of Mr. Nailsin Sunday Comic.